So I wanted to try something a little bit different this time around and actually give a little bit of a commentary on what's going on during my training sessions here. Um, One of the things that I tried today that was a little bit different was, in addition to just normally hitting some triples for warm-ups, I would go back in and hit the same weight just for a single. Today I was having a lot of, not a lot, but a little bit of difficulty kind of dialing in my foot position, and when it got up to my work sets, I noticed that I was about a half an inch, maybe a little bit more, too close to the bar, and it was really affecting my positioning during my pulls. As you can see, kind of once I get up to about 565 here, just a couple sets away, but start watching the shoulder position relative to my wrist, and you can see that as weights start coming up, even though it's fast just because it's light, I'm not really starting my pulls in an optimal position. My shoulders are ending up a little bit too far over the bar, and it's really killing a lot of my leverage, although I'm still getting plenty of speed off the ground. I'm relying a little bit too much on my back to get that speed for the bar, get the bar moving instead of just driving from the legs. So this pull here is nice and clean. I think that was the second rep with around 300. This is 410 here. This is also pretty fast, and actually a pretty decent rep all considering. But once we get into these work sets, you can really start to see what I'm talking about here. Everything starts out real good, and then I kind of dump forward. It just really kind of kills my speed at that transition between the first part of the pull and then my sticking point right around the knees. So this was the set where I really noticed it the most. This is about 565. This is my opener. It was just a little over my opener 2 meets ago. So this should be nice and fast. But instead, you can see I dump forward and end up having to give just a little bit of a hitch to bring the bar back in towards my body. So that set took a lot more energy out of me than I was really hoping. So I came back and just kind of played around with position, and this is about 3/4 of an inch further back off the bar. So took that, did a couple of side shots there just to look at the positioning, get an idea for where I needed to set up and what looked best from the side, and then compare that with where I needed to be, and kind of put all those things together for this last pull at 600, which is not a PR. I doubled 605 towards the end of my last training cycle, but this is the heaviest that I've been able to pull since my last meet. So definitely happy with that. Not as smooth as I would have liked or as heavy as I was planning on going, but even with the hitch, I'm still glad to have been able to lock out that much weight. So hopefully this is something that's been new and hopefully gives you a little bit of insight into things that I'm thinking while I'm going through my sessions. Let me know if you'd like to see more.